Facebook world. Really felt like coming on today and just speaking into how womb work is not just for women. You know, womb work is for us as humans, women, men, trans, gender fluid, all ages. It doesn't matter if you're a human or even if you're not a human, but in this case, for what I'm speaking of, if you're a human, you've come out of a womb. You were conceived into a womb. You spent 9 months, the first 9 months of your life in a womb, and you came out of a womb. No matter what, that's been our path, right? And so for all of us, there is a gift out of being able to step into doing womb work, of being able to step into healing the traumas or the wounds or the stories, the conditioning that we have taken on from our mother as we were in her womb, or from the experiences that she was having in her life whilst we were in her womb, of the stories that we created around being conceived here to even come here and be born, depending on what your beliefs are, but like, you know, even choosing to come back here or to come here in the first place and be born. That experience of our birth for many of us has a lot of trauma around it. You know, we've been in this warm, safe environment, usually safe environment, for 9 months, warm and cozy and dark, and suddenly here we are being pushed out into the world, into lots of people, into people touching us, into bright lights, into experiences that we don't know. I mean, you know, for some of us, just that coming and birthing into the world can feel like a death. You know, it's like where we've been is suddenly no longer, and we're going into this place that we don't know what it is, and that for many people brings up a lot of trauma and a lot of experiences for them. So the way I see it is that as humans, to do work around the womb and to release whatever is our own experience, our own conditioning, the story that we have created around coming here, around being birthed here, but also to be able to move through and release the conditioning from the lineage. So either what we've picked up directly from our mother as we were in her womb, or that which we've collected from the lineage of our family that has been passed on through generation to generation. So basically, I see womb work as a way for us to be able to release the DNA imprinting that's setting us on a certain path in our life that may not be the path that's actually our own truth. It may be something that's been imprinted from what our family's experiences have been, what our family's expectations are upon us. You know, as we arrive into this world, there are expectations placed upon each one of us around who we're going to be and how we're going to show up in the world, and how we're expected to show up in the world for our parents, and what our parents are expecting of us. That is a piece that we start to collect and to carry when we're in the womb, before we're even birthed into this world. So for me, that's a piece that it doesn't matter what gender you are, that's a piece that we can work through. And that's one aspect of where I see womb work being open to everybody, to men, women, transgender fluid, or wherever else you feel that you're situated in that, whatever your truth is. But also the fact that we all have a womb. No matter what body you're in, you may have a physical womb. Your experience in this lifetime may be to have a physical womb, but actually your experience in this lifetime might be to have an energetic womb, an etheric womb. So if you don't have a physical one, you still have an energetic or an etheric womb that is still part of your experience that you can work with here in this life, which means you can still activate your womb, right? So I like, through my work, when I speak about people activating their womb, it's beyond what's happening for them on a physical level, and it's stepping into actually what's happening for them on an energetic, what's happening for them on an etheric level. That's the part that we can activate. which means if we all have the energetic or the etheric womb, then we can all activate our womb, no matter if we have a physical womb or not, which allows us to step into more of our magic. It allows us to step into more of the truth of our feminine aspect, of which all of us have. We all have the more masculine or yang aspect, and we all have the more feminine or yin aspect. So to be able to work with our womb allows us to step more into what is our more feminine aspect, which tends to be the part of us that is more connected to our magic. It tends to be the part of us that's able to really feel and drop into the earth, and to feel what's happening on an energetic level, and to be able to really to work with that magic in the world. Yeah, absolutely. The womb breathes, right? It's a living and breathing part of us as an individual, but it's also a living and breathing part of the world, that this planet that we're sitting upon, Pachamama Gaia. She has her own womb. So we can drop into and connect into her and feel her more deeply. And through dropping into her, we can start to reset what are our stories around mother, actually. So many of us have, conditioning and stories around what is mother, because we have expectations on our mother has expectations on us. It's very difficult to actually, from that place, drop into the true dynamic and the true vibration of what is mother. Whereas when we can allow ourselves to drop into Pachamama Gaia, into the earth, and drop down into her womb, we can start to also repattern our story around what is mother, and start to shift actually part of our safety needs, part of our security, part of our survival pieces, when we realize that that aspect of mother is always here. That aspect of mother is always holding us. No matter what's going on for us, we can drop into her and actually receive her love, receive her transmission. And on an even deeper level with her is ask her to transmute through her womb, to transmute that which no longer serves us, to transmute that which is no longer allowing us to step onto our own path of where it is that we're directing in life, what we're actually truly here for. And what I see is so many of us as humans are caught up in our conditioning that's stopping us from seeing what's the truth. Why are you here? Why are you on this planet? Why were you incarnated in this moment in time? So when we can start to drop into her and release those survival pieces, we can start to really realize who we are and to follow that path. And yes, absolutely, Ankara, it's the creative force, right? I mean, it's the creative force of life. That's how we're here. We were all created. We were all birthed. So for us as humans to allow ourselves to really tap into that piece that we are creators. We can step into being our own master creator by learning to work with the womb, by learning to work with the energies of our own womb, of the collective womb, of the earth womb, of Pachamama Gaia's womb, and also of the cosmic womb, the void, right? The place of nothing and everything. Our ability to be able to really connect into the cosmic womb is, to me, our ability to really realize that we do create our life. We do create our reality constantly in any given moment, because if we're tapping into the cosmic womb, the place of nothing and everything, of pure potentiality, if we can allow ourselves to step into that space and to bring through into our womb and to birth from there, coming from the place of, I don't know what it is that I'm birthing, but I'm understanding that there is this creative force for me to bring into my body, to bring into my womb, to birth into the world. That is a piece to me that's open for all of us, for all humans,